Well, Burkina Faso has just done unbelievable. Look, the government of Burkina Faso said to the United States, standing tall, telling the United States administration that we will not accept any deportees from the United States. On the other hand, African countries continue to accept deportees from the United States for a number of reasons. But this means what Burkina Faso has just done will show you or demonstrates what a sovereign country is look like, and also what a dignified country which is not bowing down to any other influence except to the benefit and interest of its people looks like. That's what it's telling us. Now, the news that comes right from Burkina Faso says that, of course, the title goes out also, Burkina Faso will not accept even citizens of African countries or other citizens as well, non-African citizens, that are deported from the United States. Look, this was announced by its foreign minister, His Excellency Traore, on their radio and television network of Burkina Faso. Look, his name is Karamoko Jean-Marie Traore, and quote, this is what he said: "We find the offer we made indecent. Burkina Faso cannot be a destination for deportees." Foreign Minister Traore said this. It's not the president, okay? This is a foreign minister. Now, he also noted the decision of the U.S. authorities to suspend visa services in Ouagadougou was a response to the refusal of the government of Burkina Faso to conclude an agreement under which the country would accept persons expelled from the United States. Look, what happened is that prior to the United States announced that this was on now Thursday this week, the United States Embassy in Burkina Faso has sent a note verbal to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Burkina Faso saying that now Burkina Faso has been added to the list of countries that are, in which it's not, their nationals are not abiding or respecting the United States rules. Therefore, visa of tourist, business, and student visas all to the United States have been denied. So residents who are applying for the United States visa has to go to the neighboring countries like Togo to get their visa. So now the foreign minister is clarifying that this comes, of course, after the meeting that he had with the U.S. ambassador in the previous day, which was being Wednesday, that meaning the 8th of October, that the United States ambassador told Burkina Faso has to accept deportees. And what you have just heard was the response of Burkina Faso, meaning Burkina Faso will not accept any deportees from your country. That was the foreign minister's answer. So immediately, the day after, the United States has come up with its bluff, saying that we will not. So had not been that United States went out and say that, Burkina Faso is now added to the list of the countries where there is visa restrictions. I mean, like almost 2/3 of African countries are under visa restrictions from the United States. So now Burkina Faso is just added to that list, then we wouldn't hear. So, they're trying also to control the media. How dare you come and tell us you're not accepting our deportees, anyone else. We are ordering any country in your continent and also in the world. How the Trump administration operates. So that was their response. Now, going ahead, the minister has also said, according to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Burkina Faso, quote, will remain a land of dignity, not a country of deportation. I love this. I just love this. I just want to call and repeat it for you. Burkina Faso will remain a land of dignity, not a country of deportation. So he stressed with that the decision of free visas for citizens of African countries cannot be used to justify the expulsion policy. So what does that mean? I want to clarify this also to you. Recently, that the government of Burkina Faso has announced that they have welcomed African citizens free from visa fee. No, they have to pay, but they don't have to get a visa before their arrival. They have to get their visa, but they don't have to pay. Okay, through electronic visa. Okay, they don't have to go to embassy or something. That's what it did for African citizens. But now this announcement by the Burkina Faso government should not be abused by the United States and tell the Burkina Faso's government, okay, now we are going to deport to you African citizens, immigrants of Africa to your country. Well, Burkina Faso is standing tall and telling the United States, no, Africans are dignified. You cannot just deport them. Burkina Faso is not a land of deportation. It's a land of dignity. For those who are going to Burkina Faso with their free will, Burkina Faso will be open for them, not otherwise. That's what he's making it clear to the United States. And I love it. So he also added that the foreign minister of Burkina Faso, the country's authorities will not remain indifferent to Washington's step and will take retaliatory measures based on the principle of reciprocity, meaning whatever you do will be also done to you. There will be also visa restriction to your people. That's what. So next coming up from Burkina Faso is that this country is not bowing down to anyone in this world. The only people that Ibrahim Traore and his government listen to is their own people. Okay. So he expressed with that the readiness of the country to continue as well dialogue with Burkina Faso. Well done, Burkina Faso. This is how a government stands tall with dignity, with respect, and working to the benefit and interest of its own people, not otherwise, not benefiting others. That's it. Well done. Thank you very much for representing Africa there to the world, although much of our, African states are not like that. Well, did I tell you which African countries are receiving or accepting these deportees from the United States? Let me just tell you, Rwanda is accepting not only from the United States, from the UK as well. You have Ghana, you have Uganda, you have South Sudan, and you have Swatini from the Southern Africa. So these countries receive deportees and have actually received deportees already from the United States. And guess what? It's only not Burkina Faso. There are two countries prior to Burkina Faso that refused and rejected deportees from the United States. You can guess who they are? Let me tell you. These are economically powerful countries in the continent. One in the west and one in the south. Well, you may have guessed it well. It's South Africa and Nigeria. Hopefully they remain. Their government is not something that we rely on. Sometimes we see them bowing down to the Western government, but let's see how they continue or how they pursue with that statement. Will they stand by it or, consistently, or will they be, bowing down and change it to accepting deportees? That's something to be seen. But Burkina Faso now has become the third country rejecting U.S. deportees, saying that Burkina Faso is a land of dignity, not a land of deportation. Let that sink in. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you what on the next one. Bye.